Hello friends, today we will discuss and learn parenteral products. After watching this video, you will be able to learn definition of parenteral products, types of parenteral products, advantages and disadvantages of parenteral products. Let's start with the definition. Parenteral are those preparations or dosage forms which are administered in body by excluding digestive tract. Means these preparations or dosage forms are not administered through mouth, esophagus, stomach, intestine and anus. The word parenteral is derived from the Greek word para, which means outside, and enteron, which means intestine. Now there are two main types of parenterals. The first one is small volume parenterals, we also call as a SVPs, and the second one is large volume parenterals, which is also called as a LVPs. The small volume parenterals are further classified as pharmaceutical products, biological products, diagnostic agents, allergic extract, radiopharmaceuticals, dental products, biotechnology products, liposomes and lipids, and ophthalmic products. And the large volume parenterals are further classified as infusion fluid, solution for irrigation, and peritoneal dialysis solution. Let's see one by one. Starting with the pharmaceutical products, they are maybe solution, suspension, emulsion, dry powders, or maybe a lyophilized product for reconstitution, which containing organic or inorganic chemicals. The example of pharmaceutical products come under parenteral category are atropine sulfate injection, amphotericin B for injection. The next class is biological product. These are the products obtained or prepared from natural biological source. The examples are vaccines, toxoids, tissue extract, etc. The next class is diagnostic agents. Diagnostic agents are used for the diagnosis of clinical cases. The examples are X-ray construct media, dyes, blood volume assessment material, Evans blue injection, etc. The next class is allergic extract. These are extracted from allergenic substances and are sterile for the detection and treatment of sensitivity or allergy. The example of allergic extract product is standardized grass pollen allergenic extract. The next class is radiopharmaceutical products. These are the products used for detection, diagnosis and treatment of disease. Dental products are used in oral tissue in dental surgery or any surgery in oral cavity. Example is local anesthetic. Next product is biotechnology product. These products are prepared by using genetic material techniques. The examples are peptides, vaccines and monoclonal antibodies. The next product is liposome and lipid products. They are spherical phospholipids molecule enclosing water drop and prepared to carry drug into the tissue. Ophthalmic products are formulated for eye disease treatment. They may be a solution, suspension or ointment, and the examples are chloramphenicol eye drop, hydrocortisone acetate eye suspension, chloramphenicol eye ointment. Now the large volume products or large volume injectables are again classified as infusion fluids. Infusion fluids are administered intravenously and come under a group of a single dose parenterals. Infusion fluids can be administered for basic nutrition. The example is dextrose injection, and also to maintain the electrolyte balance, and the example of that is Ringer solution and fluid replacement therapy. Then solution for irrigation, the another class of large volume parenteral. They are used to wash or to bath the wounds or body cavities. Solution for irrigations are strictly used topically, never parenterally. Irrigation solutions are packed in screw cap bottle and intended for single use. The example for the solution for irrigation is sodium chloride irrigation solution. Then the next class is peritoneal dialysis solution. Peritoneal dialysis solutions are used in process of peritoneal dialysis to decrease body waste, body fluid, serum electrolyte and other ingested toxic substances. Peritoneal dialysis solutions are sterile, free from pyrogens and particulate matter. Now the advantages and disadvantages of parenteral, starting with the advantages. Parenteral products or injectables have a good bioavailability, and because of the good bioavailability, they show the fast physiological action. These products are suitable for those drugs which get degraded when administered orally into the oral cavity or into the stomach, and also suitable for those patients who are unconscious, nauseous and uncooperative, cannot take medicine by oral route. It is also suitable for local effect in dental surgery, like as I said, used as a local anesthetics. Also used for fluid and electrolyte replacement and used for prolonged action. Now the disadvantages of parenterals is pain on injection may persist after administration, maybe IV, IM, etc. Take more time to administer, and during manufacturing the parameters like sterility, free from pyrogens and particulate matter should be considered, and while considering these all parameters and maintaining all these conditions increases the cost of product. Procedure should be done in aseptic condition, manufacturing process and administration process. Complication may be arises like septicemia, fungal infection while administering the parenteral products, and it requires trained, skilled and educated person for administration. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of parenterals. Thank you.